Hello, everyone. Welcome to Championship Showcase 4. I'm Dr. Quack, and tonight we've got a lot of big matches coming out here. We have 7 different feds that will be a part of this, 10 different matches total. And we're going to start off with HSP because we have the Soulfire Championship match. We'll be having Wapo, who you will see 3 times tonight. He'll be taking on the current Soulfire champion, Johnny Blade. Let's take it down the ring.
Oh, Johnny Blade, tonight is the night me and you kill off the showcase. And they're gonna have to follow a tough act. Because you see, I'm going up against one of the best, the GOAT, one of the people to ever do this that is going to be remembered for the rest of their life. But what you need to understand is this is all wrong. The story is written wrong. Because you see, you may be the GOAT, but I am one of the best HSP ever had. See, my record shows that I had only lost 1 match here at HSP. While you sit up there on the top of your throne, you sit up there saying you are 3-time Soulfire champion. You gotta understand that the record I have now, the way I've been dominating here at HSP, the role should be reversed. I shouldn't be considered the underdog. No, you need to be the underdog, and I'm gonna prove tonight to everybody that I am the best that ever did this. What you need to understand, Johnny Blade, is that tonight, even though I respect you, you are in the way of my destiny. You are in the way of me becoming greater than I already am. What you need to understand, Johnny Blade, is I'm sick and tired of you and the collectives playing hot potato with these titles when people like me deserve to be on top, while people like you get opportunity after opportunity after opportunity because of who you are. But let me tell you, I am Wapo, and I am the change of this game. I am the new face of this Soulfire Championship. You see, I'm going to go and meet Shady on the other side. He was smart enough not to cash in here right now because I am red fucking hot. And I have not been this hot since 2 years, 3 years coming. And I'd be damned if I'm gonna let somebody like you, somebody on the downward spiral, take me out of my game. You see, Blade, that title is coming to me. So what you need to do is shine it up, send it to me, and let me know. And give me my flowers and say I am the best to ever do this.
Heart and Soul Promotions. It is me, Johnny Blade, one half of your current HSP Tag Team Champions. Shout out to my partner, Heathen, and your current 3-time Soulfire Champion. And tonight, the anticipation has built for months, and we are here at Championship Showcase. What a way to kick off the show, El Wapo. Come on down, because you, sir, are the next challenger for Johnny Blade in his Soulfire Championship. Thanks to that awesome randomizer that picked your name, right? What a way to earn a title shot. El Wapo, people look at this championship belt, people look at championship belts and they think it's just a title. But me, this specifically isn't just a title to me, El Wapo. It's not just a trophy. It's not about fame. It's not about clout. It's about being the best. And that's what I am. This belt stands for everything I have fought for here in HSP. And every night when I felt like that I couldn't get up and defend this championship, I got up anyway, and I still defended it. You told me a while back you wanted serious Johnny Blade. Well, you got serious Johnny Blade because I take this match very seriously. I take all my title defenses, El Wapo, very seriously. You won't get comical, Johnny Blade. Happy Johnny Blade, because actually right now I'm not too happy having to defend this against you. You are threatening me. You are threatening taking this from me. And I know you want this, and I know you want this bad, El Wapo, because it is your moment to solidify yourself. It is your moment to rise the ranks here at HSP. But me, this isn't just a moment for me, El Wapo. This is my life. This is all I have. So, El Wapo, you want this? If you want it, that's fine. You better be prepared to leave a piece of yourself behind, El Wapo. Because I already have.
Wow, what a way to open Champion Showcase. I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem, and I'll be reading the results for the 2 matches that Heart and Soul Promotion brings to this championship showcase. We opened the show here, and man, was it a good one. Soul Fire Championship. 2 minutes to get your point across. 2 minutes to make your case. Not the usual 3.5 or 4. So you got to get your shots in quickly. And these 2 men certainly did that. The champion, Johnny Blade, and the #1 contender, El Guapo. Now, here at Heart and Soul Promotions, we use a 3-judge panel that gives scores in 5 categories on a scale of 1 through 7. 2 winning scores is an automatic victory. If each of them has 1 winning score, we go with total points. In championship matches, there can be ties in one-on-one matches, and the champion would retain championship advantage. Let's find out what the judges gave us. So, our first judge, 31-29 for Johnny Blade. Second judge, a 33-32 El Guapo. And the third judge, a 32-31, giving a score of 2 selected victories to 1 for our winner and new Soulfire champion, El Guapo. Congratulations, El Guapo. His first championship here in Heart and Soul Promotions. Man, that was an incredible way to kick off the show. All right. There's more than one company here at the Champion Showcase, and coming up next, EMP, Elite Madness Promotions. They are going to show you what they're all about. So, gentlemen, take it away.
Champion Showcase. I made it this far to face Vagabond for a championship belt? Vagabond, of all people, finally my chances. Right, Vagabond? I know we have faced long time ago when I was a rookie. Somebody who didn't know the ropes, the way they rolled, how to win her chances. I think you've held that championship long enough that somebody else can snatch it away from you and earn their time. Your time is over, Vagabond. Now, you see, I'm in your realm. In the shadow realm, if I'm correct. Something Candace knows oh so well of shadows. Those who follow her. Those who bow down to her, Vagabond. Some people don't bow down to you. They don't see you as champion, Vagabond. So you expect little Candace to just sit by and let you win because you're so good at what you do. Right? The difference is now is I'm someone different. I'm not a rookie anymore. Someone you can just pin and get the 1, 2, 3 on me, Vagabond. It's my time. My time to earn chances at gold. My time to hold a belt. My time to show everybody in EMP and everybody else around the world who I am. So to expect me to let you go? Your time is over, Vagabond. Your time of holding that championship is done, vagabond. I'm not going to sit here and disrespect you, because you have earned your respect. But my chances this time are mine, and your time is done. So you see, Vagabond, Champion Showcase, me and you go one-on-one in that square circle. You better hope and pray your shadows help you. 'Cause some of those will deceive you, Vagabond. See you in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Champion Showcase. I am putting up my US title on the line against Candice Wolf, someone who recently overcame Soulstar to earn this #1 contendership against me. However, if it was anyone else, she would have had a much better chance, because I am simply a different breed. Now, Candice, I just have to remind you, I was in a fatal 5-way world title match, and I almost won, and it was just this close, where I nearly dog-walked everyone, except for Dante, who had just a little bit more. Now, you versus me. How do you think that's going to go? I know you probably read every scenario in your brain, thinking that there was going to be that one caveat that you could possibly have to overcome me. Except, that will never come to be. You know the coldest of realities exists right before your very eyes. You're not going to win here. You're going to lose. You're going to put your best effort. You're going to put your best foot forward. Unfortunately, the best effort that you have isn't going to be enough like you think it is. Had it been anyone else holding the US title, you would have had a much higher chance of winning. Had it been anyone else, you would have stood better. You would have fared better, but it's against me. It's unfortunate that you're facing me, because whatever you're bringing isn't going to be enough. Whatever effort you have compared to mine, I'm already running circles around you, and I'm not even breaking a sweat, because they say pressure makes diamonds. The pressure I'm putting upon you here and now is going to be too much for you to handle, too great for you to overcome. It's going to crush your bones into dust, because this is a normal match stipulation, but I'm going to make it feel like absolute hell. Absolute agony and absolute suffering, because it's what I do. Because right now, I have a proverbial grip around your neck that you can't seem to get out of. Because the enclosure of verbal violence, everybody gets into this once. The enclosure of verbal violence is all around you, because it beats you down over and over and over, until you are left in a pile of a broken, shattered mess of a would-be victim. Because that's what you are to me. This match is going to be the most important match in your career. But for me, it's another Tuesday for me. So put down that bat if you're not going to use it. Don't stand in front of the fire if you're not bringing the heat that comes along with it. Because you will realize and understand you never stood a chance. The US title was never up for grabs. It was already up here. You just never realized that it was never going to be yours to begin with. So take this loss and be accountable and do better. This chess match was over before you knew it.
Ladies and gentlemen, do we have a match for you tonight? Coming up next is for VPW, Violence Promo Wrestling, and we have brothers going to war. We have on one side the challenger, Mad T, going up against the champion, the current Ivan Rage champion of VPW, D Psycho. Now, for all of you that know what we do here in VPW, we do judge hypes. So their hypes right now are tied at 30 for 30. 5 on video, 5 on talk, 5 on It Factor, 5 on believability, 5 on time, and 5 on audio. Both sides are tied at the fence right now. Let's get to the match and see who walks away. This is Bare Bones.
So, Mad T, if I'm being completely truthful, this is something that I didn't think that would ever happen. But now that it's happening, and I heard what you had to say, I've got a few things that I need to say back to you. You know, you always tell people that they're welcome. You always take credit for everything. And you know something, brother? You were right about a few things. Yeah, one time, I was at the bottom of the bottom. I was literally at the bottom of rock bottom. And you were there. And you tried to help me. And yeah, I pushed you away. And I pushed everybody away. And I got on some fuck shit. And then I had to figure it out on my own. You know me, D-Psycho, and Dennis. Dennis don't matter right now. This is just about D-Psycho and Mad T. But that's what happened. And we learned the most valuable lessons we've ever learned. And you're right about something else. You brought me back into this business. I didn't want to come back into this business. I didn't have that fire. I didn't have that drive and desire. You brought that back. So yeah, I'll give credit where credit's due. Thank you. But once I did come back, I told you, and I told everybody else that this time I was going to prove everything that I've been saying for all these years, that I am one of the best to ever step into this business and do what we do. I've not ever claimed to be the best, but I am one of them. My professional talents are synonymous by themselves. I stand on an island by myself. And yes, you have helped me so much. You've been there for me. I'll even say that you've been your brother's keeper. So have I. I've also been my brother's keeper. I've also been there for you. I've also watched you go from your highest of highs to your lowest of lows. You all the time talk about you love a piece of you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome for a lot of things. Do you remember when D-Psycho went live all those years ago and gave you the name Mad T? Do you remember the things that D-Psycho did for you backstage? Do you remember the blueprint that D-Psycho printed out for you to stand on? I mean, hell, I could go as far as saying that I am part of the reason you are where you are. But I've not ever done that. You know, I love Dave with all my heart just like you do. Dave is my brother just like he's yours. When I had that triple threat match with Dante Rage and Damian Wolf, I even said I wanted you in that match. I even made it known that I wanted that to be a fatal four-way, that I was down for whatever. But you know what really hurt my feelings, brother? Is when I finally started proving everything that I've always said. When motherfuckers finally started shutting their mouth opening their eyes and their ears, you stood right up and took 100% credit. I will tell you that if it was not for you, I wouldn't be back in this business. So for that, I thank you. But everything else I've done since I come back into this business, I've done it on my own. Sure, you've gave me advice. Sure, there's been other people. But I put the work in. I went out there by myself and I took on everyone that got put in front of me. And I've lost twice. And I don't give a damn about losing now. The last time I lost, I was prepared to take that loss. Start back from the bottom. But here we are. No, a real champion does not accept losses like that. But here we are. Mad T, I love you, little brother. And I hate to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't think Dave would be happy about this. But I'm going to beat you, little brother. I'm going to retain the Alvin Rage Championship, little brother. I am going to beat you. I love just a piece of me. And you know what? I love you too. Let the psycho win.
D-Psycho. My big brother. You know, this match right here has been talked about for a long time. This match right here, we swore we would never do. Because we were worried what we would do to each other. You see, D-Psycho, when I came into this business the right way, you were a mentor. You were my big brother. You are my big brother. You're always there for me. As of late. What about all those times that I was there for you? What about all those times when I had to pick you up off the fucking ground? What about all those times that you would call me and you would tell me, T, I can't do it no more. When we lost our brother, that title that you hold right on your shoulder was named after him. I thought I lost you too. I thought that at the end of the day, I lost Dave. And not only did I lose him, but I lost a piece of you that day. And you've never been the same since. None of us have. Look at Dante. Look at Veta. Look at Bloka. Everybody that was in the OGs at that time. The same OGs that you helped build. But every time, every goddamn time, D-Psycho, you were there to be the co-owner, co-leader, founder. You dropped the ball. Just like everybody else around me dropped the ball back then. And you know, people blame me for the shit that was going down when Dave died. Because you know there was tension. You know how much Dave meant to me. But you know the shit that me and Dave were going through. And that's why I lost a piece of me. Everyone always asks me, T, what does it mean when you say I love just a piece of me? Well, it used to mean that I love the piece of every single one of my brothers that helped build Mad T, that helped build the man that stands right here today, right in front of you, D-Psycho. The same man that's going to take that title off your shoulder. Because you don't deserve it. Because why? Because you weren't there to pick you up, to pick Dave up, to pick everybody up back then. It was me. I put it all on my shoulders just to protect the family. But you don't see that. You never have and you never fucking will. You might be the big brother, but I
I am my brother's keeper, not you. Because I had to bring you from your lowest all the way up to where you are now. I brought you back. You wouldn't be 5-belt T Psycho if it wasn't for Mad T. You wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for me. So when I beat you for that title that represents our brother in this fucking match, I promise you, Dennis, that I'll pick you up afterwards, just like I always do. And I'll tell you I love you. Because at the end of the day, that is what your brother's keeper does. Maybe one day, you'll realize that. And for you, Dave, I love that piece of me that you lost that day, but I picked up. And I'm giving it back to you right now. I love you, brother. But I am the motherfucking king. And I'm not losing my crown right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw right there, that is how VPW does it every single day, every single show. Two brothers went out there and put everything on the line. T coming out there with that raw emotion, that passion that he is known for, trying to match what D-Cycle has done since day one of returning to this business, representing that Ivan Rage Championship. Showing why he holds out with pride, with soul, and heart. These two brothers knew Dave in their soul and their hearts, and they gave everything. But the scores are in, and now it's time to see, will we crown a new Ivan Rage Champion, or will D-Psycho still remain the Ivan Rage Champion of VPW, heading into the Bloody Mania 2 to face Sarabai? The scores for Mad T were video 19, audio 19, talk 19, time 19, effective 19, and believability 19, for a total of 114, with his hype of a perfect 30 gives him a 144. So that is a great score for Mad T. 6 away from a perfect promo score of 150. But now we go on to the champion, D-Psycho. His scores was video 19, audio 19, talk 19, time 19, believability 20, and A factor 24, total of 116, and his hype of 30. Your winner and still Ivan Rage Champion with a total of 146 is D-Psycho. Ladies and gentlemen, this was a barn burner. Congratulations to both men for going out there and representing what VPW does. This has been the Ivan Rage Championship. Congratulations, D-Psycho, on retaining your title. You are headed to Bloody Mania.
Thank you, VPW, for a great match. I am the president, the Natural Talent TDC, over Promo Dynasty Alliance. Now, next up, we have a tag team match for you between the Highway Hellraisers and the Easterners of Cousin Paul and El Guapo, who earned the right to be here to face the Highway Hellraisers to prove that they are on the same tag team level as the Highway Hellraisers.
Let's talk about this for a second. El Guapo and Cousin Paul. Somehow, by grace of God, I guess, y'all got through that match. 1 point between each team. I mean, and honestly, the competition didn't really look like much. You had two stoners. You had Canadian Crippler and Vane getting lost in translation, whatever that kind of crap was. And honestly, who watches baseball anyway? I mean, let's really get into that. I mean, y'all put yourselves on the same screen, green screen, and you set at a baseball game. Who the fuck watches baseball? 9 innings of boring-ass bullshit. So, Wapo, let's start with you. You're still doing nothing. You're still just being carried. You want to say that I carry coattails. Look at you. You can see who really put in the work, Cousin Paul, in this promo. In anything that y'all has put together. That match in particular was trash. So, Rig, I'm going to let you take over and just get into the finer details of the matter.
Heathen, as always, coming with the wisecracks, my brother. But we got to give them their flowers. They did get the W after all. But everyone in promo world knows, and even the Northeasterns know, had either one of their opponents produced a top caliber championship type promo like they did to get to the triple threat, we damn sure wouldn't be facing those damn Yankee Red Sox now, would we? You see, it's funny, because I know that you ain't never faced us, Wapo, and Cousin Paul, I know that you don't have any idea who we are. If you don't believe that we are the best, the most dominant, and the one tag team that goes out and becomes inaugural tag champs everywhere we go, and making history, breaking down barriers, and bringing the heat, just ask your cousin A-List, because he knows all too well about us. And Wapo, make up your mind. Do you want hot dogs? Do you want pizza? Do you want baseball? Do you want Yankees? Do you want Red Sox? As a matter of fact, come to think about it, Heathen, you see, me and you started out as rivals, and yet we've become the most dominant thing there was. And here they are spinning off of that, rival teams that hate each other, becoming together as one. Now, why don't you tell the world the facts of the matter of that, my brother?
It goes like this. So many rivalries turned tag teams are based off what we done because everybody has tried to imitate it. Because nobody has that natural hatred that we started with. Nobody has to go through that anymore. They just be about the story. There ain't no story here except for a natural competitive desire. Myself and Rig hated each other, strived to be the best. Then we got together and brought the best out in each other. And that's why we are inaugural just about everywhere we go. We are untouchable. We are mentioned. Our names are in the annodes of history everywhere because us as a team went from fed to fed. We did unity while unity was unspoken. So, when it comes down to it, y'all can come up with all this creative bullshit that you want to bring on screen, tell a story. We don't give a shit. Because when it comes down to it, the tag team titles are made for one team, and that is us.
My brother Heathen coming with them hard-hitting facts as always, and I love every second of it because you see, the fact that you even said we was unity before unity was a unity is the truth and reality and promo factuality. Now, the reason I say that is because the chemistry between me and him was chosen. We chose to be together. Y'all were thrown together, as well as the rest of all you bullshit no-name fucking chump teams that was in this whole tournament to go and face the greatest team in all of promo history. You see, and there's something else factual to bring that up here tonight, and that's this. You don't hear teams coming out of retirement saying, you know what, PDA, we're here for one team and one team only, and that is the Northeasterns, or the Cottonmouth Kings, or the Medicine Men, or the Can Americans. No, they said one fucking name, and that is ours, the Highway Hellraisers, and that is because though we took time apart, we still have that feuding fire and fuel that has been put in every other team that was ever created. You see, we made the legacy for everyone else. We set the bar, and that is why we was chosen to represent here to be the inaugural tag team champions when those belts come out, because Tommy himself knew that we would do this industry and this company proud. You see, Cousin Paul, I know that you're just a fantasy thrown together nitwit that hates being in this game and don't care if you win or lose and really despises the fact you got thrown together with a cheap old piece of shit chump like Wapo that barely can get a win at PDA. But you know what? You have to do what you have to do. And with that being said, as I conclude, there's only one thing left, and that's to play the most terrifying sound in all of tag team industries of the promo world. And that is this.
Oh, Wapo! What are we, fucking driving? Is that how you raise hell on the highway? Is this the big... This seems pretty fucking mundane to me, buddy. Wow. Fucking wow.
You know what, CP? You're absolutely right. It does seem a little mundane and also a little too quiet in here. Should I pop on some music, play some tunes, get us in the mood for this highway to hell match? Hold on a second. Hold that. That's more like it.
Yo, the Highway Hellraisers doing this big reunion. This is like the boyfriend and girlfriend from high school getting together at the 10-year reunion, and both of their lives fucking suck. So all they have left is the memories of each other from forever ago, but then they remember why they broke up because they hate everything. And I hate a lot of people, but I hate these fucking guys probably at the top of the list, right underneath the fucking Yankees. Asshole.
Whoa. CP, you gotta leave the Yankees out of this. Yankees have nothing to do with this. But let me tell you this. You're absolutely positively right. Why the hell did these two knuckleheads, these two lot lizard chasing fools, get a automatic ticket to a number one contendership, and we had to bust our ass to get where we are?
Well, we've won tag team titles everywhere we've been. We are the innovators. We've only been in 2 fucking matches, and we whooped everybody's ass in them. There's something to fucking compete with. And if the Highway Hellraisers think that they're any competition for us, there's about to be a fucking trap. Hey, fuck you!
Whoa, CP, calm down there, slugger. Oh my gosh, you're about to give me a heart attack. Jesus Christ. 1, I don't want to die. Did you not see Final Destination? And 2, I think I might have a warrant out for my arrest.
2 things that are absolutely true about the Nor'easters, Cousin Paul and El Wapo. 1, we take no shit. And 2, we give no fucks. Am I wrong about that? Tell me if I'm wrong. I'd love to hear it.
You're absolutely right. We don't give 2 fucks. The funny thing is, we're going against somebody who's 1 fucking cigarette away from croaking, and another guy who spends his time lot lizard hunting and less driving. What kind of shit? No wonder we have a fucking... No wonder our exports are so expensive, and everybody's blaming Trump.
Exactly.
Guys who are supposed to be highway hellraisers, guys who are supposed to be rough, edge, and old school, bitch about so many things. I mean, damn, what do you think they're gonna do to fucking try to get over in this match when we whoop their ass?
Watch them. They're about to get pissy because, you're not fucking allowed to do car promos. What the fuck else are we supposed to do? The Highway Hellraisers. You think they do anything besides fucking drive their car? No, they don't even both drive. Riggs, the driver, fucking heathen, just gets out and pumps the gas. You know why? Because he can't reach the fucking pedals, that's why. Ooh, big fucking formidable tag team they are.
You're absolutely right. But how do you think he gets on the truck? If he can't reach the pedals, do you think he has like a built-in ladder? Do you think he jumps off and has a parachute? He's hand gliding? How do you think he gets to the back?
These 2 goofs used to portray themselves as big rig, over-the-road, tough guys. Now they do Uber Eats, DoorDash. Woo!
Speaking of Uber Eats, man, I'm hungry. Is there any place we could stop?
Hey, you want to see me raise hell on the highway? Fucking watch this. Woohoo, baby!
Whoa. Put your seatbelt on. Paul, you know how I feel about that. Put your damn seatbelt on.
Shut up.
You see, CP, it's going to work 1 of 2 ways. A, we beat the hell out of them because that's what we're going to do. Or B, they'll find a way to try to bitch and manipulate the system and tell everybody why Mr. Shrek and Gizmo should be tag team champions. Let's just make it back safe, please. No more taking your seatbelt off. Would you Quit that shit. God.
Hey, no slouch of a match there, and that's what PDA is built on, is pure natural talent ability. But unfortunately, we have to have a winner here at Showcase 4. In a score of 26-26, it is a tie. Everyone knows PDA don't do ties. We send it over to another judge, and he picks who he has the best promo. He picks Cousin Paul and El Guapo. Congratulations, guys. You just got lucky and beat the best damn tag team in all the land. Now, next up is one company that I personally love, Defiance. Take it away, baby.
Oh, thank you, TDC. And what a tag team match PDA just produced. Congratulations to the winners. But now it's about Defiance. And we are here to bring you a match of the century, a last time ever in the promoverse. I'm the Bronx Bomber. That guy over there, you already know, the New Jersey Coochie Catcher, Toaster Damas. Toaster, before we get to this match, do you want to enlighten the championship showcase people on what's going on right now?
Well, I think they already know. It's been built up for a while now. Briggy, Shady, #1 contendership for the Defiant World Championship. We're finally here, Demo. We're finally here.
Yup. Whoever wins this is going to face the winner of the World Promo Classic 2 that is also coming in a couple of days. Franklin Benjamin versus Bane.
Oh.
But let's see who's going to be that #1 contender. Let's see, Toaster Darius. You got any last words for the people watching at home, Toaster?
No, man. I want to see the action. This is what Defiance brings. We're about to see it. We've been waiting. Briggy, Shady.
And it's happening right now. Let's take it to the ring.
Well, here we are. The match that everybody has been waiting for. Championship Showcase is finally among us. And the match that everybody has been waiting for is finally about to happen. Everybody has been talking about the rubber match, the third installment of our feud, Jay Briggy versus Shady Sean McKenzie. The whole promoverse is talking about it. They have been waiting for it. Toaster Damas has been waiting for it. Bronx Bomber has been waiting for it. Dr. Quack has been waiting for it. Every single person with a breath in their body that loves this industry has been waiting for this match. Including you, Shady. You have been waiting to get your hands on me. I know you're going to come out here and you're going to throw all your best shots. You're going to try to bury me. You're going to try to humiliate me, but it's just not going to happen. And you're expecting me to come out here and do the same thing and fire all these shots at you and call you all these names and do what I normally do, and that's not going to happen either, because I'm going to come out here, I'm going to demolish you with facts, with shit that's come out of your own mouth, Shady. Because everybody has been waiting for this match. Everybody wants it to happen. Except for me. I don't give a shit. I could care less about this match. It doesn't mean everything to me like it means to you, Shady, and like it means to everybody else in this universe. Everybody wants to see who the better man is. They want to know who the true professional, who the better man with the championship material really is. Who is the top dog in this industry? Is it Jay Briggy or is it Shady Sean McKenzie? And in my eyes, it's already pretty clear who the best man is based off the matches that have happened in the past. Because what has happened in our past, Shady? Season 2, we all knew what was going to happen. It was going to be me and you in the finals, and that's exactly what happened. And we went out there and we beat the dog snot out of each other. And what happened? You barely beat me. You got by. Congratulations. And what did I do? How did I handle that? How did I take that loss? I did exactly what I said I was going to do. I waited till next season. I came back and I said that I was going to show up there, and as soon as I got in that promo pit, I was going to call you out and I was going to beat you. Because this isn't about me winning the championship, it's about you not having it. And that's exactly what I did. I kept by my word. I stood by what I said. I didn't bitch. I didn't cry. I didn't call for a rematch. I didn't write to corporate. I came out here and did what a true man does. And that's man up, go out there, follow the path that you set, and I did my goal, and that's beat you, Shady Sean, and I'm going to make sure that there is a new champion at the end of Season 3. But how did you take those losses? How did you handle those matches, Shady? When you beat me and you won that championship, you barely showed the belt. It wasn't on screen unless you were showing it at your other companies or with your other companies' belts. Look how cute they look together. You were barely on this screen with that belt. You weren't representing the Defiance like it should have been represented. And then, the match, I beat you, I demolished you, and how did you handle that loss, Shady? You cried about it, you bitched about it, you stole the belt, you hung on to the belt, you're holding it hostage, and your own unsanctioned match you had wasn't even against me, and 90% of that match you talked about me, how you weren't going to give up that belt until you got your rematch with you bitch, you stomped, you threw a bitch fit until you were going to get your way. Then you go into the locker room of the Defiance, and what do? You start trying to bribe people to take their spots, because Shady deserves to be here. I'm the true champion. You're not true shit, and I showed that when I beat you, when you couldn't even defend the fucking belt, Shady. So I am the better man. I know that, and deep down in that ugly-ass, thick-ass fucking skull of yours, you know that too. So I'm not going to come out here and beat you down. I'm going to come out here and tell you how it is. Jay Briggy is the best. Jay Briggy is better. You're not going to be able to beat me here tonight. You're going to come out here, and I know you want to keep that belt, and it's just another excuse, right? Because if you win, you remain the #1 contender, and you don't have to get rid of that belt because you're going to try to hold on to it until you have to face the next winner, right? To face the next champion? That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to weasel your way into holding that fucking belt, but it's not going to happen because I'm Jay motherfucking Briggy, and I'm here to whoop your ass and prove that I am better than you, Shady. I know you don't like it. I want to wipe away those crocodile tears because I am better and I'm about to prove it. And the #1 contendership, that's just added because I don't give a shit about that. That meant nothing to me. I want you not to have this belt. That's what means the most to me. That means more to me than holding that championship on my belt is you not representing a company that I love. So Shady Sean McKenzie, fuck you. Go fuck your feelings. Go do whatever it is you do. You ain't champion no more, bitch. Deal with it.
Ladies and gentlemen who are in attendance at Championship Showcase number 4, allow me to introduce myself in case you've been living under a rock. And I mean, let's face it, everyone in the industry knows who I am. I am the personification of the perplexity of perfection in this business today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Shady Sean McKenzie. And ladies and gentlemen, yours truly is going one-on-one with Jason Brigden for an opportunity to go on next season of Defiance as the #1 contender for this championship right here. A championship that, let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, I never got beat for it in Season 3 in the pit, but it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So if Jason Brigden, that motherfucking McGilla gorilla, white grape ape looking son of a bitch, thinks he's gonna come out here and get the best of old Shady Sean McKenzie, I've got some shady bad news for that big-headed motherfucker. Jason Brigden wants to come out here and try to sling insult after insult 1,000,000 miles a minute, but yet he don't even want to be in the industry. He's out here fighting for someone who can't do it themselves today. You think you're not the only one, Jason Brigden, who's coming out here and fighting for those who can't do it anymore? I mean, I'm fighting for the Diamond Daves and the Gin Pals and so many others over the course of so many years. So don't you ever think that you're going to come out here and weasel out a victory over me, pulling the sympathy card of those on the other side of that screen. Because I'm telling you right now, I am going to go on to Season 4 here at Championship Showcase 4 to become the #1 contender. And whoever comes out of Season 3 of the Pit in Defiance, whether it be Franklin motherfucking Benjamin, or whether it be Vane himself. The guy who dropped the Pure Heart Championship right after winning it, ran away. But yet he thinks he's going to win this championship, and then I'm not going to take it right back from him? Ladies and gentlemen, please stay in attendance. Tune in to your SME screens, because next season on Defiance, you're going to witness Shady Sean McKenzie still holding the championship that he never lost, defeating someone who thinks they're the motherfucking champ. It ain't going to be Jason Brigden, no. It's going to be me. And if that's something that Briggy can't handle, and if that's something that the rest of you can't handle, well, I've got some shady bad news for all of you as well. Because that's just too goddamned shady.
Oh, and the third time is a charm. Shady Sean McKenzie, Briggy, what a match! What a match here in Championship Showcase. How are you feeling, Tostadamus, about that?
Now that's how it's done. That's what Defiance brings. That's what Briggy and Shady bring. Woo, that was a great match.
That was a
great match. Great match.
Yup. But with that being said, Tostadamus, let's get to the results. Who is going to be the #1 contender for the Defiant World title? And it's happening right now. Take it away, Toaster.
I made sure. Now, if everybody knows, you watch Defiance, you know Jerko Face usually brings me the folder. But I made sure Jerko Face wasn't going to be here tonight. I made sure. He's usually right here. Give me the folder. Nah. I made sure no Jerko Face today, but you know. Oh my God! Look at that face! Oh jeez, he stuck up on me, Demo. He stuck up on me, man. Jerko
Why you
Face.
do that?
Fucking Jerko Face. Get in your corner, Jerko Face. Jesus. Doing the championship showcase, unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man.
Oh
Next
my
time we
God,
gotta
my
lock
heart's
you in the
racing.
corner, man.
Like my heart wasn't racing enough. Jesus. All right.
Poker Face. Who is going to be the #1 contender? We find out right now. I'm so excited about this championship showcase. Are you guys ready? I hope you are excited. Who is the winner, Toaster?
You're a winner. You know, words don't do it for this one. So I'm just going to show you who the judges pick.
Holy moly! Guacamole, Tostadamus! Shady Sean McKenzie beating Jay Briggy. He is the #1 contender for the Defiant World title. Woo! Unbelievable, Tostadamus. How are you feeling about Shady Sean McKenzie, #1 contender for the Defiance World Championship? Who will he face? Will he face Vane? Will he face Franklin Benjamin? You have to watch the World Promo Classic 2 to find out. But Toaster, how you feeling about this big result?
Well, Shady still got that belt, huh? He's still holding on to it. I don't know what's going to happen with that now. Not that it changes anything anyway, but I mean, Shady could still hold on to that belt and it actually means something, huh?
Yep.
I guess good for Shady.
Yep.
It's been a Shady Defiance couple seasons.
Yep. But before we go, shout out to you, Jake Briggy. Thank you for everything you have done for Defiance, even doing this, because you know that we know that you were pressed for time and you really didn't have, because you do a lot of stuff outside your life, and we appreciate you taking out the time your busy schedule to do this for us. We appreciate you, Jay Briggy.
Yeah, man. Great job, Briggy. As always. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
But Tota, do you have any last words for the people watching this championship showcase right now, the millions and millions at home also?
Well, season 3 has been crazy. I consider this a part of season 3. But you ain't seen nothing yet. Because season 4, oh boy. What we have in store.
Yup. Well, guys, we have to go. With that being said, I'm the Bronx Bomber. That guy over there, the New Jersey Coochie Catcher.
Don't forget to go to commercial.
You guys enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy Championship Showcase. But Quack is yelling at us in our earpiece that we need to send you guys to commercial. So with that being said, let's go pay some bills.
Hello, fans. This is FTW broadcast colleague RYK. The date has been set. 6 high-profile matchups already announced for Sunday, November 15th. Your winner. Ladies and gentlemen, I am RYK, and this is Saturday Night Turbulence. If you have ever wanted to own a championship belt made to the highest quality standards, an exact duplicate of your favorites growing up that you saw on TV, or your own dreamed up customization, reach out to ORM Belts, the official sponsor of Heart and Soul Promotions, maker of the Soulfire, Tag Team, and Pure Heart Championship. That's ORM Belts.
And we're back, folks. Make sure you check out our sponsors here, ORM Belts. Also, check out the other shows that'll be coming up here within the next month. You'll be seeing a lot of those throughout the promo world. But yes, right now, we've got the big matchup. We've got the 4-way interpromotional women's match. This has been talked about for quite a bit. We have representation from Elite Marks. We have it from THC. We have it from EMP. Unfortunately, due to things that were beyond her control, Candice Wolf was not able to make this match. HSP, she was not able to make this, so she will not be in this match. This will be a triple threat match, but it will be involving all 4. So we're going to find out who won this match. Let's take it down the ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of PDA, HSP, and anywhere else in the EFED community, this is what you wanted. This is what you're going to get. 4 of the baddest facing off, representing their companies. And I'm going to show everyone why THC is the place to fucking be. It's ruled by someone like me. Someone who's capable of having the entire fucking world on their shoulders and not collapse at all. My history speaks for its fucking self. I'm not going to go into it. But I will tell you this. I am not one champion, not two, but fucking four. 4 comp belts belong to Gypsy Freak because I am that fucking good. Just remember who you are in the ring with. Just remember who you're dealing with, because it doesn't seem like you quite get it. It doesn't seem like you're looking into those ruins like you need to. There, Skade. Have they told you your future yet? Because I can tell you yours, and it's not looking bright. Just like Cruella, just like Candace Wolf, your futures are not bright. Your futures are dark. And Gypsy Freak is the light that stands over all of y'all. You don't get it, but you will soon enough. You'll find out that Gypsy Freak is not the fucking bitch you want to play with. All of you should know I have so much that I can do to you. Whether it be the magic, whether it just be pure and raw talent, whether it just be the words spoken out of my mouth, you all perish beneath Gypsy Freak. It's time for you to accept it now. I am that bitch. I am the baddest bitch in EFED today. I don't say that, I prove it. Each and every time I turn on the camera. And all you ladies are about to find out just what the Gypsy Freak is all about. I'll see each and every one of you soon enough. Toodles. Say goodbye, Needles.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is match time. And with match time, I mean that I still represent EMP against Skade, against Candace Wolf, and Gypsy Freak. Ladies, it is obvious that I am way much better than the three of you. But it will be a very big show. So let us show how we fight. I mean, Skade, I still don't know you. I haven't seen anything from you yet. But there's one thing for sure right now. We are going to fly around. And I will drop you from the sky into the ring so that you break all your bones right in front of all your fans. And then Candace Wolf, your mouth was so big. Oh, this is my home. etc. I don't fucking care if this is your house. Who cares? I don't care. But I need a little snack, so you are my snack. And then Gypsy freak. Gypsy. I know we have an history, and I know that THC is your little baby. However, this time is my time to shine, not yours. So hereby, ladies, I will walk out with a victory that I deserve.
Hildur, gudur, herrgjutter, grimgerd, gjør trimmel, visne, leggerd, hildur, hefna, geir, skøgel, jamingur, gundel, kaura, geira, høtris, geir, drifel, herver, geira, vør, svita, nikt, herja, uldrun, hertvinna, vilda, gjør trimmel, orklin, brynil, herma, thruda, ljad, gudur, sveider, ljad, trimmel, sigur, trifas, gagaran, meisvan, vidran, grider, Regen, leif, oskil, gudur, svipul, tangdider, sigrum, trimas, gammel, blodlokker, skugger, visna.
Some of you may not know who I am, so let me introduce myself. I'm Skade Thorgard, the Elite Women's World Champion. Yep, Elite has a championship just for women. It's actually part of the reason for this match, after all, to showcase the women in this hobby. But really, I think it's to show my talent, because these ladies aren't on my level. While this may be my first year doing promos, I'm undefeated, including beating Mama Purge, whom I'm sure you're all well acquainted with, for the Elite Women's Champion. Natural talent, you might ask? I agree. But enough about me. Let's get on with tonight's sacrifices. Candace Wolf. We know each other pretty well, don't we? See, your former manager, Don C, over in Elite, realized you weren't worth his time. And he dropped you as a client. But here's the catch. He knew there was someone better he needed to align himself with. That person was me. Notice he only came on screen once for me, though unlike having to do that a lot for you. With his support, I won that championship. Something you could never do. He may have released me too, but that's because of some corporate filth he's decided to align with that's taking over Elite. But I'll handle that though. Don't worry, everyone. Gypsy. The one who likes to play with dolls. The one who thinks she's scary. The one who thinks she's the best here. Well, I've got news for you, honey. You're not great. You speak too fast for anyone to know what you're saying, so I don't think anybody really knows what you're even about. Needles is probably more well-spoken than you are. It's funny. Your hype touched on everyone else in this match a small portion, but the majority of it was focused on yours truly. All that tells me is that you're scared of me because you have no idea who I am or what I'm capable of. And you think that I don't know you either. And that's your biggest mistake. I have eyes everywhere and keep tabs on everyone in this game. It is our job, after all, to know these things. Clearly you suck at yours. See, Candace, Gypsy, and I all have one thing in common. Titles. The same cannot be said for my final sacrifice. Cruella de Vamp. The one person in this match who hasn't held a title. The worst personification of a vampire that I've ever seen. The least you could do is use real makeup. No one believes in you. I'd even think that the vampires in What We Do in the Shadows are better vampires than you. Are you a descendant of Colin Robinson, the energy vampire? Because I want to fall asleep when I see you come on the screen. I'll hand it to these ladies. They're some of the best women in this promo world that the men like to think that they dominate. But if ladies like my opponents are beating the men, and especially winning titles over them, what does that say about the talent of the men in this community? So ladies, who's it gonna be? Who's going to come in second behind me in this match and go on to be the #1 contender for my Elite Women's Championship? Because let's be real, I'm winning this match. Whoever it is, I'll see you soon, so I can sacrifice you again. Candace, Gypsy, Corella, you all have been sacrificed to the old gods.
And now we have the results of the women's interpromotional match with a score of 12-11 to 11. Your winner and representing Elite Marks, Skade Thurgard. Congratulations, Skade, for winning the match. And now we're going to go over to PDA.
What a great ladies match there. You don't get those everywhere in the promo world. Great job, girls. The next up we have Elijah McFly in a non-title match against Dante Black. No championships on the line, fellas. This is all for pride. Take it to the ring.
Rip me apart, I'm swimming with sharks. I'm lifting the bar, I'm lifting the end of the stars. Feel like I shot up adrenaline, mixed with some adrenaline. Started a battle, but bitch, I'm gonna finish it. Think you can stop me, not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Picking my words, you can pick it apart. Tripping on nothing, just get in the car. Ripping and ripping and sticking the mark. I'm keeping the charts.
I got enemies trying to get rid of me. Evil tendencies are fucking with me mentally. I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy, you were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never wanna go.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Champion Showcase, we're finally here in this moment representing PDA, and you have the challenger and myself. Greatness, it is greatest to Reaper Dante Black, the hardest thing walking and the baddest thing talking. Making sure we're not words coming out of my mouth, but proven facts with every single thing I do in front of these screens. Every time you come across my presence against the one who holds his legacy in the palm of his hands, praying to God, as I have said, that his title is not on the line, because he knows damn well inside of his mind he would lose it at a snap of a finger. And that is you, Mr. Elijah McFly. Mr. Diamond in the rough, thinking you're a mineral that can be unbroken and that is just impossible to crack when you're just a piece of granite that anyone can stomp on and is turned to dust. You may have that championship being in the diamond in the rough, but you sure ain't no shining diamond, because when it comes to this, especially face to face with me, and you damn sure know this, McFly, you don't have what it takes to cut it with me on any given day. No matter what level you think you are at, you are always below me. And you may think that I'm just talking out of my ass. It's been proven in 11 matches, and this is our first inception in PDA, and this is a showcase of champions where you should go out there and represent why this should be the title everyone goes after, why this should be the title that everyone wants to fight for, why this should be the title that is at the top in the main events. But when I am done with you, McFly, by the end of the night, in front of these screens where they see a third-degree assault charge placed on my name, putting me behind bars because of the violence that I caused upon you, because of the harm that I caused to you, making all those fears come back once again, knowing, McFly, that you may have adapted, you may have evolved, how you may have changed and taken a few steps to get a higher pedestal, but I was always leagues above you and have been the entire time. As you climb rung by rung, I jump gaps by gaps, clearing you with every step that you make and surpassing everything that you think achieves greatness, when I am the one that breathes it. I am the one that lives it. I'm the one that thrives in it with the passion and the fire that you wish you could achieve. Just one single time in your career in PDA. And on this night, you're gonna dig down deep and try to make that happen, McFly. But here's the thing that's going to suck. It's gonna burn deep inside of your skin, itching at you, wondering again in your mind, why couldn't you get the job done? Because it doesn't matter what you do, you will never get out alive. This promo was sponsored and paid for by DJB and Fanta. Don't you want to drink a Fanta with Danta. The only drink that Danta wants.
Monsters are living under your bed, 'cause they are the voices in your head.
Championship Showcase 4. It's quite an interesting event. One thing that's not really more interesting is to the fucking fact that you, Dante, you have to set your focus on 2 matches alone. But you have to put your focus onto a man that you have set as your tag team partner once upon a time, but you continue to forget what we have done together. The Real Vipers were supposed to be a tag team that can actually run through the promo universe. No matter the company that we are signed, we are hunting for gold. But how has that not been the case, Dante? It's not always been about me. It's always been about the Vipers. But tonight, you are handling more pressure than me. Because not only do you have this non-title match, 2 PDA members representing the Promo Dynasty Alliance going up against each other, showing off what we can and always do on the screens. But Dante, just because this title, this Diamond in the Rough Championship isn't on the line, doesn't mean that I'm not gonna show each and every person that watches this match that this Elijah McFly is not no last minute late bloomer. I'm always gonna shine brighter than anyone else could think. Dante Black only shows up when it actually matters to himself, and then giving other opportunities for pity. Dante, you have to focus on me, and then you have to focus on later on in the night on that Pure Heart Championship. You have to focus against Rig. You have to focus on becoming the history maker. But when Dante Black fails to become the history maker, he doesn't have anyone else to blame but himself. Stop blaming others for your own fucking failures, Dante. Admit to your own bullshit. Instead of thinking that I'm gonna be the punching bag, that you're gonna defeat me for the millionth time, Dante Black. No. Because the Diamond in the Rough champion is showing out and showing who in the hell he really is. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. This wasn't on some other circumstances, Dante. Because I'll rip your ass apart. So good luck in that Pure Heart Championship. cannot wait to see the Reaper finally choke.
In the battle for pride in PDA, in a 13-12 victory, Dante Black, congratulations. You have another W underneath your column, underneath the PDA system. Next up is the EMP match. Take it away, fellas.
Well, yeehaw and howdy ho, folks. Imagine that. Imagine that. How can I, Jimmy Jims, be here right here on your HSP television screen? Well, that's because I'm one of the best to ever do it. And yes, I know every last person has always said that. So what makes me a little different? Well, if you can lend me your ears and keep your eyes focused right on this hefty bit of humanity, allow me to do a little storytelling. Because right about now, everybody's about to get the spur. So what do we got here? The prize on the line. The EMP Intercontinental Championship. And many moons ago, I don't know if you'd say that I had my pen on the book, if I just helped out where I could, or I could push some buttons. And I made sure that the Intercontinental Championship became one of the top prizes, not only in EMP, but in the entire business itself. And that Spur guy got it. Good old Justin Steed, and somehow the title history came to your front doorstep. There, Ralph Swagger. And of all the people you could go against here at the championship showcase, you drew my name. Now I hope you already brought the audience up to speed that you have faced me 5 times and never once beat me. But I'm not gonna be here to talk that proverbial shit to you, Ralph Swagger, because truth be told, compared to all the other needle dick rat-faced fucking liars that peruse this universe and just say, well, I'm an E-Fed heel, you're one of the only ones to do this with tradition and honor on your back. Yeah, Justin Steed kind of pretends to have that honor, but you live it, Ralph Swagger. Unfortunately, when it becomes you versus me, and I think of you as a smart man, it's not necessarily that I'm better than you, which I am. It comes down to basic economics. You're really kind of already 1 foot out the door as I'm entering my prime. So a place like EMP, one of the top places rising, one of the most entertaining shows regardless. If you go 2, 3, 4 hours, we do maintain an audience. EMP is doing some great things here. Unfortunately, the future of EMP doesn't really have Ralph Swagger on the marquee, but this face, all of you better get used to it. So, Ralphie, oh man, did you feel the spur? Did I get you a little bit? Did I launch it down on you? Get you to get that speed up a little bit? Drag out that last little bit of life in that old dead horse of you? Hey man, cheers to a good match. I really want to pour one out, but I really don't think it's time to celebrate you. I think it's time to celebrate the rise back to Providence for your good old pal, Jimmy Jams. Here's one to you. It's last call, Ralph Swagger. It's been a good career, but it's time to wrap it up as you taste the last time you will ever get a chance to beat me. And unfortunately, it's a losing effort as as you get in the ring one more time and lose to me, pal. Bottoms up, and see ya on the winner's circle. Bye.
This is the Unchained Hooligan!
I'd like to thank EMP Management for going out there, searching beyond the stars, searching around the world to find an opponent for me for Championship Showcase 4, where I defend the EMP Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And the man they chose, the man they picked, the returning Jimmy Jams, the man who, above all else, got one advantage on me. He has defeated me. He had the... Fuck! Damn it! When it comes to Jimmy Jams, the frustration comes out. The frustration comes out because he's that damn unpredictable. No matter what I tried against him. It was a good match. It was a good bout. It rocked the house. It rocked the roof down. But I came up short. 5 times I came up short. 5 times I have not had a victory against him. 5 times I didn't win a championship against him. And he has every right in the world to say that. In fact, he's already done said it in every show that I've done watched, every show that I've been in, every show that he commentated on. He has said he has defeated me 5 times. So I'm 0-5 against him. It's just instilled in my skull right here. Like it's just branded in my skull right there. You 0-5 against Jimmy. You 0-5 against Jimmy. Well, that championship showcase is going to be fucking different. Why you coming in the ring thinking that you have everything that you got against me? That no matter what move I make, you're going to be one step ahead. No matter what counter I put against you, you got a counter to answer that. You're looking at a man who is basically, proverbially, in all reality, has his back up against the wall. Even though I am the champion right here, yeah, 0-5. So when the bell rings, Jimmy, I'm coming at you like a man possessed with nothing to lose and everything to gain. But in this case, everything to keep. The EMP Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. And that Heart and Soul Championship 4. I am going to put out my blood, my heart, my soul, my sweat, my tears. Giving that sacrifice to the Almighty God himself because I want to defeat you. That's the one on the forefront of my mind. And I'm going to do whatever is clever. Take a loss never in defeating you, Jimmy. Because I already know you're going to have some things up your sleeve that I don't know nothing about. But I got things up my sleeve you don't know nothing about. So it's just going to be that close matchup once again until somebody makes that fatal mistake, that fatal maneuver. And one of us is going to capitalize on the victory. Because you already know I'm going to come out and devastate, dominate, victimize, and obliterate you with the technical punishmental prowess that only the Sultan of Southern Strong Style can provide. And you also know that you are a dagger out of nowhere away from losing, Jimmy. But I'm going to beat the holy hell out you because that's what you're going to do. You're going to try to beat the holy hell out of me. You coming into the House of Swagger to take this Intercontinental Championship. And one thing about me, Jimmy, you should already know I take targets out. Jimmy, go ahead. Holler about being 5-0 against me. But at the end of the night, when the smoke clears was all said and done, after I done beat the fucking brakes off you because I'm coming at you with everything, including the kitchen sink. I'm all gas, no brakes. And at the end of the night, you're going to be looking at the lights in the ceiling and oh my God, it's going to be so appealing because the referee going to be counting 1, 2, 3. And Jimmy Jams, you won't be 5-0 against me anymore. You'll be 5-1. But this big one is the one you're going to remember forever because you lost.
Ladies and gentlemen of Championship Showcase, can we give it up for the EMP IC champion,
and his competitor? Can we give it up for the U.S. champion and his competitor? I mean, that was just beautiful. Good job, all four of you. But I do have the results right here. Give me that shit. Fucking rock star. You sit there and you eat ass, motherfucker. Alright, first we're gonna get to the IC match. We had Ralph Swagger with 19 for audio, 19 for video, 19 for believability, 19 for talk, 19 for it factor, and 19 for time. With a score of 114. Damn good promo, Swagger. His opponent, though, 19 for audio, 19 for video, 19 for believability, 18 for time. It factor, 20. And talk, 20. Ladies and gentlemen, your new EMP IC champion, Jimmy Jams. Congratulations, Jimmy. Swagger, hell of a fucking match, brother. Then we're going to move on to the U.S. title match. You have Candice Wolf. Audio, 18. Video, 18. Believability, 18. It factor, 18. Time, 18. And talk, 18. With a score of 108. Damn good match, Candice. Vagabond, the U.S. champion. Audio, 19. Believability, audio, 19. Video, 18. Believability, 18. It factor, 18. Time, 18. And talk, 18. With a score of 109. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new IC champion. Congratulations, Jimmy James. Congratulations, Vagabond, on winning. But we're going to have to address this on EMP. Thank you, Showcase.
And now our next big match here, folks. We have the Pure Heart Championship, the vacated Pure Heart Championship, because this now is a triple threat match. There is no champion's advantage. There is no champion going into this, but there will be one coming out. Will it be Rig? Will it be Heathen? Or will it be Dante Black? Let's take it down the ringside.
Championship Showcase, the triple threat we've all been waiting on. You know what we got to do? You know who it is. We start with Dante Black. And you know why? Because Dante Black in the desperate cash-in. You will forever be known as the guy that ruined the greatest match to ever happen in Championship Showcase history. That's what you're going to be known for. Because tonight, unless you go back outside with your shitty-ass sounding audio and you decide to talk about the stars and you talk about fate and nobody gets out alive, nobody dies in this fucking game, you idiot. You ain't realized that by now. This nobody gets out alive bullshit, it doesn't work. The only thing that has got you as far as you've gotten is your big production value. But tonight, the Pure Heart Championship goes back to what is said in a promo. Not the green screens, not the fancy effects. It goes back to true hard-cutting facts. And Dante, the fact of the matter is, you ain't done a damn thing since you won that Soulfire Championship and lost that Soulfire Championship. Somebody just reminded you that your golden ticket expires soon. That's why you're here. Because you are a joke. You were hot at one point in time when your big productions and your outside and your philosophical nonsense was all expected, unexpected. But now it's expected. We know that you are a one-trick pony. We know that is all you're really capable of. Because when you actually have to come at somebody like me, you will fail. Because the Heathen will cut each and every throat in this match. Which leads me to the history. That's what everybody brings up to me as I cling to history. Tonight at Champion Showcase, I finally sever that history when I defeat Rig tonight to claim the Pure Heart Championship. Now, Rig, you're hype. It was a hell of a story you told, but you only told bits and pieces that benefited you. You say that I was the helpless victim and left high and dry and had to defend by myself. I did pretty well. I started at the bottom, worked my way up, claimed the Soulfire Championship, defended it for 3 months against the likes of Shady Sean McKenzie and the young gun Steven Faison. I think I was pretty productive while you were gone. Fate brought me to Johnny Blade, brought us together as a tag team. He filled your boots pretty well, probably better than you did. Because the way he stepped up, we took those titles, still holding those titles. And we're already on the record to go farther than the Hellraisers ever did. Because Rig, you truly are the dead weight. And I'm proving that tonight. Because I guarantee you, if you do not speed up your promo, you'll be speaking a mile a minute because you think cramming that many words into 3 to 4 minutes is what's going to save you. Tonight, Rig, the history finally dies. When I set myself apart from guys like you, from guys like the Storytellers, the American Roughnecks, the Hollywood Haywoods, and I finally can call myself a Triple Crown winner, the Pure Heart Champion, the Heathen. That's when you know that the Heathen no longer clings to history, because that history will finally die. And with the death of that history comes the greatest question in the era of the Heathen. How is
Heart and Soul Promotions tonight is finally here. The night that everyone has been waiting on. I know it, you know it, and everyone else knows it. That's right, Championship Showcase, the biggest event in all of promo land, and the night that we finally see me become the Pure Heart Championship once again, walking away as the deserving champion to represent this company. Now, with that being said, you know who it is, the most 4 feared letters in the whole promo game. And with that being said, I know I had my shot and I dropped the ball. But you know what? As I've done said multiple times in the match to get here and in my heights, the promo gods punished me and now they shine upon me because they know damn good and well that when it comes to my 2 opponents here tonight and representing this company, they are going to sit there and keep the Pure Heart down at the bottom instead of putting it at the top. And I know I keep saying that over and over, but it's because it's the actual, factual, fucking truth. Now, get to my opponents here tonight. You see, we have the jealous nobody that just decided, ooh, Collector's running the thing. Well, now's my chance to get back at him. Here we are, Dr. Blackie. Now, nobody gives a shit who the hell you are. Hell, we forgot you even existed here at Heart and Soul Promotions because once you got the golden ticket, you kind of went quiet. Maybe a match here, a match there, but as far as coming back and making an impact into this industry and this world like I have since I returned in a very short time, you have, my friend, dropped the ball. You see, just like your old partner Shady, when it come down to the nut cutting, you got lost and you decided to vomit from everybody else. And now we get to the most important matter at hand, the one that everyone is looking forward to. And that's right, my age-old ancient brother, the Heathen himself, the crazy-ass motherfucking white boy. You know, I love you, brother. I really do. And I've been saying this is business, but you and I both know tonight is fucking personal between me and you. Tonight, the score is finally settled. You've gotten too many victories over me, and that's going to change here. You see, you thought you knew who I was when I came back, just like you think You know what you're doing by turning your cap backwards, putting on your vest on. Thanks for copying me, the one who made you great here in HSP to begin with. You see, I love it because when I left to conquer my demons, when I left to be a better man, you stayed behind and you did the very least. You stayed behind and you found somebody just like me because you couldn't do it without me. So you found somebody, the best Plus Coast thing that you possibly could. You see, Heathen, tonight it's all on the damn line. Tonight it's me and you and Dante. But let's face it, he's just the fucking third wheel. And you and me have got something to schedule and something to deal. You see, when it comes to me and you, I know you're going to bring up the fact that I left you high and dry. I know that you're going to mention the fact that I had my shot and I dropped it. And you're going to mention the fact that you are deserving of this title. And one day you will. But just like you have to make blood and weight to take on your spot, I'm making you wait to take on mine, son. Now, with that being said, as I conclude here, you're damn right I left you. You're damn right. And the one thing you need to remember is that I'm a motherfucking addict. And I won't stop hell or high water until I get the high of all highs. And that is being somebody that is the championship and representative of the heart and soul promotions that built me.
Fixing to rip me apart, I'm swimming with sharks. I'm lifting the bar, I'm lifting the end of the stars. I'm like I shot up adrenaline, mixed with some adrenaline. Started a battle, but bitch, I'm a finishing. Think you can stop me, not even a little bit. Nowadays, everybody's so sensitive. Picking my words when you're picking apart. Tripping on nothing, just in the car. Ripping and sticking the mark. I'm tipping the charts.
I got enemies trying to get rid of me. Evil tendencies are fucking with me mentally. I got people that don't like me in the industry. I can feel your energy, you were not a friend of me. Cause I have been to places that you never wanna go.
Ladies and gentlemen of Champion Showcase, you see, I've already went out there and represented PDA against the Diamond in the Rough champion, proving a point, making a statement that all Elijah McFly will ever will be compared to me is below me at the bottom of the barrel. But now I come here and I represent HSP. That's right, I'm doing double the work, putting in double the energy, double the time, and probably a lot of you are thinking that's just me wasting my breath, that I feel I should be up there already at the main event, that I shouldn't have to do this. This should be handed to me, right? Well, no, I love this feeling, going out there for a moment where a history can be made, can be written forever on the books of HSP, of Heart and Soul Promotions, and the name next to it with asterisks across the other two is going to be Dante Black. And right up top there, all it's going to say is who did Dante beat to become the fastest Triple Crown champion in HSP? It's going to have Haven and Rig side by side. It's an afterthought. It's a memory. Because you quite don't understand exactly what you're up against at this moment in time, this exact very second, when as you're glued to the screen, wait for that shiver go down your spine, because it's finally a moment that is hitting you like reality straight in the face, like a brick. That what you stepped yourselves into, what you got yourselves into, is a dire situation, a lost cause. That you, Haven, and all of your legacies, that you have achieved all of your greatness, that you have flowed through your career, all these down to this one moment, where you come out here, and you ask yourself if you can complete this goal, if you can go out there and do the unthinkable. Stop the momentum that I've had ever since day one into HSP, and it's never stopped. It's been a train ride, and it's no brakes, all gas. And you have Rig. You want to go out there and claim what you used to have, what used to be yours, what you used to represent in HSP. Hell, you held that title, and you lost it because you weren't good enough. And you think that you are here tonight, you think you actually have to purify your heart and soul to go out there and match me step for step, word for word, energy for energy. You think you can match this passion, this heart, and this soul, when you are dead wrong. You're a walking body bag. You're an example being set in front of everyone's eyes. Because there's only one person walking out of this match with that Pure Heart Championship, the only title that I've never held. And once I do, my name will be etched in HSP for the rest of its days. And I use you two to gain that. I take both of you, you battle-hardened competitors, and I slaughter you. I send you to your doom. Because you're walking in to a storm and it's bringing the path of hell with fire and brimstone at every single moment. It's going to leave destruction in my wake. And even let me tell you this right here and now. You want to ask me how my mama and them are doing? Those words come out of your mouth, I'm going to shove them straight back down. So far up your ass, you're gonna need a doctor to surgically extract it with a vacuum tube and vice grips. And as you sit there and you take this beating and Rig, you know in your mind, because you've been saying it since day one, that you think you can take me on, you think you can knock me down, but all it's been is words. You never backed it up. When I come out here, I do what I always say every single time. I prove a point that I am greatness at its greatest, and you will never get out alive.
Wow, what a triple threat match. The former champion Rig, Heathen, and Dante Black. Yes, for the vacant Pure Heart Championship. This one, 4 minutes per. So these guys get a little bit more time to figure out what they want to say. But wow, man, what a match. And the way the judging works here for triple threat or multi-man matches in Heart and Soul Promotions, the judges award it as if they're crossing a finish line. Unlike singles matches, there cannot be a tie in multi-man matches. If each person only gets one vote, we bring in a fourth judge to break the tie. I will tell you though, in this case, we did not need a fourth judge. The score is 2-1, with one person receiving no first place votes. And that person receiving no first place votes, unfortunately, was Dante Black. So we're coming down to Heathen and Rig, the former Highway Hellraisers, now competing against each other. Rig trying to be a two-time Pure Heart champion. Rig trying to become the third Grand Slam champion in Heart and Soul Promotions. So we know Rig has a vote and Heathen has a vote. The third judge breaking the tie and scoring it 2-1 for our winner and new Pure Heart champion, the crazy-ass white boy, the Heathen. Wow. Congratulations, Heathen. Congratulations. You joined A-List Alverson and Johnny Blade as the Grand Slam champions here in Heart and Soul Promotions, and what an incredible match it was. Thank you again. And coming up now, the main event of our show, the main event of Champion Showcase, Promo Dynasty Alliance, the PDA. Gentlemen, take us home.
Well, thank you, HSP, for allowing us to be here tonight and being the main event. Tonight, we have a four-way to crown the very first Diamond Dynasty PDA champion. I have been waiting for months to crown a champion for this. The man that earns this has worked his ass off. Let me just show off how pretty this belt is. I cannot wait for him to get it on screen. Now you got El Guapo tonight, the Crippler, Stump, and the Enforcer. Who walks away? Who makes history in PDA? Let's send it down to the ring and find out.
I'm from the boot, grit in my blood, pain in my roots. Are you raised?
was raised where the levees leak. Storms don't warm well, busted they see hotter than hell's own horn. Swamp on my back like a backpack strap, and the blade in the boot like a clue that's trapped. Combo stains on the $5 team, but the hustle.
PDA. Here we go. I ain't got time for all the jibber-jabber bullshit. Let's get this party started. Fatal four-way for the first ever PDA championship. So let's get this show on the road and get it ass-whipping ready style. So first of all, we got the Crippler. Who we getting, Crippler? Are we getting Bray Wyatt? Are you going to have the whole world in your hands? Are we getting glasses on Kenny Omega? Or are we going to get Captain Moose Knuckle from Canada? Anyway, on to the Enforcer. Face it, Enforcer. When you ain't got on your clown shit and your strobe lights and your black lights, it don't really matter what you say because it's not important and it's totally irrelevant. And WAPO. Congratulations on making it. What happened after I beat you? Have I even heard your name on the page? Have you even been on a card? I don't know. Who gives a shit? It hasn't really mattered much since I whipped that ass. Anyway, back to what I was saying here. First ever PDA championship. And you know what colors they are? Purple and gold. You know what else is purple and gold? Louisiana State University. So what better person to represent the PDA than old Stumpy Boy from the great old state of Louisiana? Anyway, that's not important. What's important is this ass whooping that's getting out here. You see, I was told I was not loud in the last video. I was told I wasn't aggressive enough. I was told I was giving out. So anyway, it's about to be a shit show around here because I'm about to fold all three of y'all up like a 4th grade love letter with the words that are coming out of my mouth. So Enforcer, what are you going to enforce? You going to enforce your authority? Am I supposed to be scared? You think I give two shits about authority? No, the fuck I don't. And Crippler, you think I'm scared of a damn Canadian? What are you gonna do, ride in here on a moose, drinking maple syrup, talking about, oh, what are we gonna do today? Oh, I'm so sorry. What the hell ever Canadians say? Is your head gonna start flapping on like old South Park? I don't know. And WAPO, shouldn't you be, hiding somewhere? You know, might be a little cold here in the United States, huh? 3 letters and I can destroy your whole career, but I'm not going to say those because I got to be politically correct and I can't make the jokes that need to be made to get the job done because I don't want to hurt those snowflakes' ass or nothing. But anyway, here we go. Back to what I was saying. The first ever PDA champion is right here, and there ain't no damn reason it shouldn't be. Why? Because I am the man, the myth, the legend, and I am the Stump, and I'm the face of the PDA. I'm out here waving the PDA flag when everybody else is sitting around twiddling their thumbs. What group are we in? PDA? What is that? Is it public display of a No, bitch, it's Promo Dynasty Alliance, and you're looking at the new dynasty of the promo game because that belt is going to be on my shoulder and I'm going to represent it to the best of my abilities with every breath in my body. So Enforcer, WAPO, Captain Moose Knuckle, the champ is here, and get it through your head because that is a fucking fact. Peace, bitch.
PDA. Tonight's story is the con, the artist, the con artist, and the realist. But let me begin by stating that we are breaking some rules here in the EFED universe. We are setting trends. We are groundbreaking because not only after tonight will somebody be PDA's champion, but we are also the main event of the showcase. Now let me begin. Over here we will have a blowhard, somebody blowing more smoke up his own ass and blowing up his ego further and bigger than that of the Bronx, that of New York. And he's going to sell you with skits, and he's going to sell you with bullshit, and he's going to try and sell you a con, and that's you, El Guapo. But I ain't buying. And then you have over here Enforcer that's going to try and sell you that he's the smartest, the best, all the other stuff in between. But we all know that you couldn't get it done on your very best day, and that you can't carry a company to begin with. And if anybody, and I mean anybody's on the low end of the totem pole around here, it is definitely you, Enforcer. But you're the artist, right? And then there's Stump. Oh, Stump. Oh, Stump. There's you. And you're going to try and sell us on the pity vote. You're going to try and get the mercy of the judges and try to sell us on, oh, you've had a bad year. Well, suck it up, Buttercup, because we've all had the same bad year. We're all in the same boat with you. The only choice is I don't believe in con artists. I don't believe in the con, and hell, I don't believe in the artist. See, guys, you're looking at the realist. Now, all the other three were going to sell you that I am those three things rolled into one. I am a con artist. I'm the realist in the room. I represent PDA. I represent the house. I represent the very best in this industry. I represent that those three guys look over their shoulder. I represent the darkness. I represent the goosebumps. I represent the hairs standing on end. I represent that they have to look over their shoulder knowing the fact that if they mess up just a bit, if they backtrack just a little, that I could get them. Hell, I've beat Stump. Hell, I've faced El Guapo. I have faced the Enforcer. And every time and time again, they have felt my wrath. So the house always gets their pound of flesh as it is. The house always wins. And whether you like it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, tonight, in front of the world, I become PDA heavyweight champion. Because the house always wins. And there's not a thing that you three can do about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the night we've been waiting for. Championship Showcase PDA, the first ever undisputed Diamond Dynasty champion. Fatal four-way match. Yours truly, the Enforcer, taking on three jackasses here tonight for this opportunity. Three undeserving, ungrateful jackasses. Let me tell you something. Unlike my opponents, who you could catch them on that screen, you could catch them on this screen, you could tune into anywhere across the Promoverse, and there they are. The Enforcer, you would only see his face right here in PDA. And that's what we need. A champion who's going to be 110% focused on this brand. These guys can't bring you that. So let's start on with the first one. Canadian grappler Gene Emerson. What can I say about you, Gene, that hasn't been said before? You see, Gene, everyone knows you're a rip-off artist. You're a scam artist. You come out here and you rip off every gimmick in the book. There's not an original bone in your body. You see, as of late, you've been coming out here and you've been saying how you're all gas, no brakes. Sound familiar? Go tune into SmackDown, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But I say, Gene, you're all jackass and a ton of mistakes. Because we all know that's what Gene does. He makes a ton of mistakes when it comes to promos. He's not consistent enough. One day he's great, but most days he's crap. Just like his name says, the Canadian Crappler. But now we got Stump. Old Stump. What have you done significant as of late? What is your greatest accomplishment inside promos? Because as of late, I can't think of anything. I know one of your biggest ones was being the longest reigning Outbreak champion once upon a time in Revolution. But what have you done? Oh, wait, you're right. Your biggest accomplishment right here was a head on a stick. A head on a stick that's more entertaining than anything you ever done. More entertaining than your title reign. This head on a stick is a joke just like you. We all know Stump can't go get some heads, so he had to make some of his own. So Stump, do us a favor, get out of the match and go get your head. And now there's El Guapo. El Guapo. Sounds like something you put in the toilet after you eat a grande burrito. I'm gonna go into the bathroom and take me an El Guapo. Something that clogs your toilet. See, El Guapo, let me tell you something. You could come out here as El Guapo. You could try to do the thing that Seven has been known to do. You could bring out Calypso, your secret weapon. But if you bring out Calypso, I'm going to tell you this. I hope you do, because I will skull fuck the shit out of that dumb mask, and I will put him in his place. I will do what I got to do to stand victorious over all three of you. Because I am worthy of championship material. I am PDA. I'm exclusive to PDA. This right here is my yard. My yard and my yard alone. See, I will do what I gotta do. Put each and one of you down. I will do what I gotta do to be the first ever Diamond Dynasty champion. Because I told you all, I'm full of regrets. My biggest regret is never winning a world title, never winning a title for Revolution for your GM, Tommy. And I right that wrong tonight. I rectify the situation when I put all of you out of your misery. And you come into my yard and I knock each and every one of your blocks off. And I do what I gotta do to raise my hand at the end of the day and be the one announced as the first ever PDA Diamond Dynasty champion. And there's nothing you three jackasses can do about it, because I am the motherfucking OG enforcer and I will knock you out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the closing. Welcome to the end. Welcome to the cherry on the top of this amazing showcase. And it's led none other than PDA. This company is a little over 6 months. And it's the main event of one of the biggest showcases that are ever thrown in the promoverse. Let that sink in. But tonight, I'm going to prove to you why PDA is so powerful. Prove to you why PDA is the place to be. Because you see, our system works. And here's the reason. We have 3 clowns, 3 people, the Enforcer, Stump, and the Crippler, that are mid-card at best. Maybe just a little bit over that. And they are here at the showcase. They are here biting for a world championship. I am the only face here that's been in multiple main events. I am the only face here that's held multiple championships. While you see these other 3 clowns that come out here and are proof that the system is banging. You see, all you need is a few points just to get your name into contention. And yes, they are in the inception because of that. Because see, you got guys like Stump, who don't even know where he's coming and going. Stump, who has Napoleon syndrome. Stump, the one that is always talking crap and always thinking that everybody's against the world. Look at him, he looks like Lord Farquaad. I mean, I don't understand what's his problem. I mean, we all know that you're not top tier, so stop trying to get there. And you got the Enforcer. You see, the Enforcer's over here trying to make a name for himself. The Enforcer's right here trying to bark but has no bite. He comes out here with midlife crisis by showing his little charger around because he wants to show that he still got some sort of manhood. Then we got the man, the Crippler. I mean, Emerson. You really think that you have a shot and a chance to beat somebody of my caliber? Hell, I done beat you down with Cousin Paul. I done beat you down with anybody I could possibly beat you down because you are never going to be at my level. I mean, you think just because you repeat your last name 2 or 3 times that you're going to be remembered? You're going to be remembered as the person that can't remember his own name. That's what I'm talking about. People that are here on top right now, PDA, are showing that there's a chance that anybody can be a champion or in contention. I mean, look at that. I mean, we could have AEP could be up here and be in contention. Hell, Deviant could be up here and be in contention. And that's the point. The point is, PDA is such a fair place to be. I mean, we all know that these 3 clowns ain't coming with no title. We all know that this is just a formality. This is just to show that anything is possible here in PDA. But let me tell you, as your first PDA champion, I'm going to prove what it takes to carry a company on your back. I'm going to prove what it takes to not only run with one of the biggest prizes that we offer, but to show what it takes to stay on top. Anybody, and I mean anybody, could contend for a championship. Anybody, and I mean anybody, could win the title. But it takes a real professional. It takes a real talent to hold on to it. And out of these 3 men, I guarantee I'm the only one that can have a successful championship defense. What I gotta say is this: good try. Nice having you at the top. Good seeing that you actually can be at the main event one time in your life. But let me let you know this: Wapo is here. Wapo is gonna dominate, and Wapo is gonna run PDA like he should.
No slouch, no disappointment, but there only can be one champion and one winner. And that winner tonight, well, wouldn't you know it, we have every guy step up, and there is a tie between El Guapo and the Enforcer. And as you've seen earlier in the show, we don't do ties in PDA. We will crown a champion tonight. That other judge was brought in, and he has a winner. And your new, crowning his name, the first ever undisputed Diamond Dynasty champion, the Enforcer. Congratulations, Enforcer. You got by the nick of your hair over El Guapo. Great showing, Guapo. I'm very proud of you, man, the way that you stepped up here. Thank you all, everyone that tuned in tonight. Thank you, HSP. Thank you, Defiance, and every other company that come along to help keep this showcase thing going.